Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Guns and Gadgets. I appreciate your time. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. The chairperson of the House Judiciary Committee and numerous gun advocacy groups, try saying that 5 times fast, want some answers from the federal government. Sunday, October 1st, the New York Times published a report that took the veil off of something illegal that our government did. Imagine that, our government doing illegal stuff. Well, it seems that the ICE, Immigration and Customs Enforcement, pressured local law enforcement to surveil a gun show in California. Now, this took place in 2010, and we're just hearing about it now, so what else had they done since that time? Now, the gun show took place in Del Mar, California, and what the federal agents had the local police do was drive around the parking lot of the event, the gun show, and they utilized the license plate scanner cameras that are on cars. Not every cruiser has them, but some of them do. What they do is they just drive up and down a row of cars, and it takes pictures of license plates and runs them immediately, getting the owner's information, background check from their license of the owner, etc. Picture of the owner, all the crimes they had. And in certain states, if the registry is tied into your firearms purchases, they know what you bought. Now, an ICE representative, when asked about this by the New York Times, actually said that this happened. Their quote was, let me get it right now, the ICE representative advised the Journal that Homeland Security investigation agents gathered vehicle data at the event for planning purposes, but declined further comment. Now ask yourself, what future planning process might the federal government need your information for if you're at a gun show? Why would they need your license plate, your registration, your picture, your address, your name, your contact information, and possibly a list of all the guns you've purchased depending on where your car is registered? Why would they need that? Our government has our back, right? They would never be thinking about acting on this information, right? They wouldn't need that information because they're in fear that the people might do what they're supposed to do according to the Constitution, right? They wouldn't defend their own country. I can't see why they would need this information. And I was in law enforcement for 15 years. I know I never did that. If you're not familiar with the geography of California, Del Mar, California is really, really close to the Mexican border. Now, that gun show in Del Mar, California that they happen to surveil every attendee is one of the biggest in the area every year, and they typically have no problem getting 10,000 people showing up at this gun show. Now, as you can imagine, a lot of people are pissed off. The Second Amendment Foundation, the NRA, numerous gun advocacy groups are on fire right now. And if you think about it, this is a violation of your civil rights. This is illegally snooping on you, gathering information, conducting basically an investigation without probable cause. I mean, what do these people do other than pay $5 to walk in the door and go to a gun show? Does that make every attendee somebody with ill intent? Does that mean that every one of these people is going to run some guns to Mexico because it's so close? I mean, what has happened to my chosen profession? Now, these license plate scanners that are being utilized all over the country by police agencies are, by the letter of the law, 100% legal. Your license plate, your registration plate, is property of your registry for your state. It's not your personal property. You have no right to any expectation of privacy for it. It can be scanned, run 100,000 times in a day, and you really can't do anything about it because it's not your property. But where it becomes tricky is where I see the violation of the law here. These people who are going to this event, this gun show, or whatever event that law enforcement decides they're going to use technology to scam the Constitution, they're basically attending an event, their First Amendment right to peaceful assembly, we still have that, and in this instance, these folks were actually exercising their Second Amendment, the right to keep and bear arms. Now, not everybody bought a gun there, I'm sure. I mean, I've been to gun shows and seen stuff that I wanted but couldn't buy. I'm sure you all have too. But just because I went there doesn't make me a criminal. Just because these folks are at a gun show doesn't mean that they need to be investigated, that their information needs to be logged for future planning purposes. You need to ask yourself, guys, gals, why is the government planning anything with the names of people who attend a gun show? Now, to really get you thinking, this isn't the first time that this type of event has happened. Not the gun show event, but the illegal surveillance by the federal government. If you remember last year, the ACLU, the American Civil Liberties Union, unearthed a secret plan by the Drug Enforcement Agency, the DEA, to build a massive database of license plate images via these license plate scanners. Now, I'm going to read a quote from that investigation that the ACLU did. As part of this investigation, emails released through the Freedom of Information Act detailed cooperation between the DEA's National License Plate Recognition Initiative and the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives to scan and record the plates and vehicle images of gun show attendees in 2009. Though officials said that that phase of the operation never left the planning stages. And we believe them. Why? Because here we are with the most recent revelation that happened in 2010. That was after supposedly it never got off the ground. Basically, folks, what it comes down to is this. If you are a patriot, if you love your country, if you love your freedoms, especially the one that secures all the other freedoms, the Second Amendment, you're a target by the current administration. And you need to take that to heart. You need to start paying attention if you're not already. You need to spread this word around to your friends and your family who might love the Constitution too. Because make no mistake, it's under attack. Make no mistake, you are not a friend to those who want to change things. And they know that an armed populace is in their way. Take that for what it's worth, folks. Please spread this around. I appreciate your time. I caution you to not trust your government. You know, you can love your country, but you don't have to love your government. And remember, these people work for us. It's time to make wholesale changes, ladies and gentlemen, across the board. Whether you're a Democrat or Republican, if you truly love this country the way it's intended, the constitutional republic, you need to wake up and take action. Because the time is coming where we might need to take action. Until we see each other again, thank you. If you like news like this as it happens, please hit that subscribe button. I would love to have you. Please hit the thumbs up and like this so that it gets more play, more people can see it, and spread the word. I would appreciate it if you could do that for me. Thank you very much. Until the next video, be safe, stay vigilant, and carry your weapon. Take care.